is putting the blame on someone else without a willingness to take responsibility for, oh, we made a mistake this morning. You know? Like, we all make mistakes, we're all human, but if you stand there and point your finger at someone else and say, you know, you shut up and you stop complaining and put your complaint somewhere else, it's got nothing to do with me, I'm doing my job. It's like, who buys that?
We bought it. We bought a cheapo ferry operation. That's what we bought.
We didn't buy it. It was forced upon us.
Well, you have to vote that.
Why did you not stop when the car comes down the hill?
I actually personally was at the top of the stairs. We actually pulled up. I was the last woman off the deck. And I saw you I finally heard and seen you. And actually, see, this is when I go to there. I'm already at the top of the stairs before I even realized you were there.
When the first
We have a tight schedule in the morning. The problem is we don't have the ability to just stop and go through reverse.
My name is Paul.
If you guys won't listen,
I don't respond well to that tone of voice. Either you calm down, but you're gonna have to calm down.
I didn't call the name. Yeah. So I want you.
You got more unhappy people left behind now.
What's that?
You got more people left behind.
Well, we can only fit so many on.
Yeah, well, you had an empty trip at 9:40. You didn't have half a load.
Well, we can't predict when people are coming to the ferry and what ferry they're taking.
Well, I was sitting in front of the gate when you left, and there wasn't any horn went.
There was nobody there when I closed the gate. There was nobody there. The parking lot was empty. I was listening. There was no traffic coming down the hill.
I'll agree with that. The gate was closed, but the green light was still on.
Well, there's a lot of procedure that takes place. One thing after another, then you switch the light off. But there was nobody in the parking lot. There was nobody coming down the hill, and we were on schedule.
Well, the schedule doesn't mean a thing because the schedule at Hornby can't be run the way it's listed.
Well, we also have contact with Hornby, and we've been trying to get a hold of them all morning, checking in with them, and we haven't been able to get through. They haven't contacted us.
It's because they're making landings all the time. They don't stop like you guys. They start at 7:30.
It's about communication. So if we don't have communication from them saying that that they're late or that they have traffic, then we're clear to go.
Well, I'm just going to run over Denman Islanders next time I cross the island because if I'd been here a minute sooner.
That's a smart thing.
And
really?
not
Like,
only that.
Put our islanders in danger because you're not getting to the ferry on time?
Goddamn right.
Okay. What's your license plate number?
Get the fuck off the road when we're crossing. If you're gonna hold us to your standard.
Everybody holds us to a standard. We have a schedule that we need to be held accountable.
This isn't just a ferry for Denman
Island. If we didn't sail on time,
Island.
then you'd be angry that we weren't sailing on time. So
We had the school bus stop us in the middle of the road. That Hornby ferry cannot leave Hornby at 8 o'clock. It already leaves.
Here's a card for you.
It already leaves at 7:30.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hear. Yeah. Yeah.
I understand you've been living for a long decades. I've been on 35. I feel your pain. Working at Ferries, 15 years actually. Been working at the When you tell me it's the first time that happened.
To me. It's the first time it's happened to me.
But the world does not revolve around you. There's other people, so it has happened before in the past.
Yeah,
There has been miscommunication. I realize we're late almost every 8 o'clock sailing we're late because we have the school kids. this morning because I was on the bridge, so I know what happened. You guys were, the Hornby ferry was late. I understand that it's late a lot of the times, but usually what happens is the captain who's there. Do you know the captain who was working this morning?
No.
Okay, have you seen him before? He might be a new guy.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, but what happens is usually the captain from Hornby picks up his phone and says, "Hey Paul, I've just dropped off 4 minutes late." "Okay, thanks buddy, I'm gonna wait." But he did not do that this morning. Second thing, we usually have the stores truck that comes from Comox, Rups.
You have what?
The stores truck that gives us supplies for our ships. It's called the stores truck. It's a big white truck.
Yeah.
He comes here, unloads, goes to Hornby, on your ferry, unloads, comes back, and he's the last one to come on usually. But what's happened is they've changed the protocol. Now he doesn't go on the ferry. He drops the stuff in a shed at Denman East.
Okay.
I was not made aware of that. When I see the stores truck coming back from Hornby, I assumed that since the last 15 years when he came on board, hey, Hornby's here. Situational awareness, my deckhands, my loading officer should say, hey, do we have Hornby traffic? I was late this morning 10 minutes departing Buckley Bay because I have a fuel barge with a tug and they can't stop. Once they go, they go. So I'm delayed 10 minutes, which puts me behind the schedule. I'm trying to catch up because management, this guy who you're going to call, is going to say, why the hell are you so late? Well, because he gave me a cable ferry and I can't go around that boat. So we've both got problems we have to deal with. So I'm telling you what happened this morning. It's like the perfect storm. The store starts, comes back. I assume it's done. Nobody informed me. The captain on the Hornby ferry did not call me, say, hey, I dropped people late 5 minutes, hold on. Of course, do you think I'm an asshole? Do you think I'm just going to take off and say, like that lady who walks on and gives me the finger right away? Of course not. I'm an islander.
Well,
But
we don't know that.
Well, no.
So you know.
Well, no, but
Because
when
we've
when
been told
then,
that it's
you know when you told me not to
yes.
interrupt you?
Sorry.
You're interrupting.
Yeah.
You don't know that, but don't assume anything.
Right.
Okay? Because then you scream at me, I scream at you.
Yeah.
Because you're defeating the purpose. When you stop here for 5 minutes to blow your steam, now you're making everybody else late. And now I'm trying to leave on time.
So, okay, so can I explain why?
Just
Okay.
so get that number,
Yeah.
explain to them what the situation is.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that guy is going to call that captain and say, you make goddamn sure, sorry my friend, was my language.
She doesn't know. Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. That you're going to call the Baynes Sound Connector and say that you're dropping Hornby late. So
Okay.
this never happens again.
Yeah.
But just realize we're all human.
Yeah.
We're all trying to do our jobs.
Okay.
And, you know, when you get into 30 years, 40 years, it's not a competition how many years somebody lived on an island.
No, of course
But
it's not.
it is what it is, right?
Yes.
And a lot of us lost our jobs going through. We don't want this ferry, but we got to pay our mortgage. We got kids to feed
Yeah.
and send people to school.
Okay.
So when we have people like you that come on board and start giving, you didn't give me the finger, but you might as well have because we were talking.
Yeah, the voice is there.
So, you know,
Okay.
take a
So
step back.
first off, I apologize for that.
And I apologize for you as
Okay.
well. So,
Okay.
but let's keep it human, right?
And then also, this is partly like so what we hear is that you guys aren't the ferry workers that we've always had.
We
that
have.
you're
We
like
are.
hired hands.
No, we
Well,
all
what you hear is, I gotta go
Right.
and load people
Okay.
so they get their
Fair
regular appointment, but
Fair
call
enough.
that number,
Thank
explain
you.
to them
Thank
the
you for
situation,
taking the time to explain to
explain
me.
to them the situation that you
Yeah.
got a $110 bill, and they'll make something, they'll do something.
This isn't human error.
This isn't?
No. The Hornby ferry is scheduled to leave at 7:30 every morning from Hornby. And it's also scheduled to leave at 8 o'clock. And you tell me how it's supposed to leave the same terminal half an hour apart.
When he left Hornby Island this morning late, he should have called this ferry and notified
Well,
us
I'm
that he was
telling
running
you,
late.
you can't do the turnaround
He
with
can't.
not with the 20 cars that were parked to the corner. He's got nobody that's taking tickets when he lands there at 7:45. He's supposed to already be leaving at
That's
7:45.
something for Hornby and
No,
the
it's
Hornby
not.
crew and the Hornby master to deal with. And the Hornby master needs to communicate with us when he's late.
I'm telling you, they can't do a turnaround in half an hour, especially on the
That's
first trip.
operations of that terminal. We're
No,
dealing
that's
with our
bullshit.
passengers and crew on
That's
this
bullshit.
ferry.
This is
No,
every
it is.
morning.
Then you
You know what time they left Hornby?
The people on Hornby need to bring that up with their crew.
Yeah, that told me at
You
8:12.
can call that number on the customer care. We can't do anything about the Hornby Ferry. The only thing we can do is we can support you guys as a community if the captain of that boat phones us and says, look, I have just dropped a load of 20 cars off and we're 10 minutes late. We at least know, but if he doesn't let us know, we have no idea where you guys are on the island. We can't see across the island. We can't see their terminal. We don't know what is happening on the Coloki. We don't know if they've departed late. We don't know if they've offloaded late. We don't know if they had to stop for traffic. We don't. If he does not communicate his times with us, we don't know.
He doesn't need to. I'm telling you.
How are we supposed to know then?
Can you leave here on the top of the hour and leave again on the half hour? Can you do a turnaround in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
They can't.
But that's their operation. That's not ours.
No, it's not an operation.
It is.
You guys are late every morning waiting for the school bus. They have to wait for the kids to walk off, get in the school bus at Gravelly Bay before they even let cars go.
Are we going to start leaving children behind? We have to wait for them. We have to get them off to school. Where's the happy medium there?
Why don't you guys ask the last car on here if they're from Hornby or not?
We actually had our last vehicle come on here, and it was from the Hornby Ferry. It wasn't until we were actually departed.
I was here at 9:40 in front of the closed gate with a green light on.
It was past 9:40. I know that for a fact.
It wasn't.
I know that for a fact.
I didn't honk my horn. I was here long.
I was the deckhand who was standing right there.
And I didn't honk it till it looked like you guys had left.
We had already left the terminal, and I was standing there, and you guys started honking your horns.
Well,
at that point, we had already released. We were already underway.
You see that red light that says "Don't cross"?
Yeah.
That's been on for the last hour.
Yeah, because they're having problems with it. The repair people were here all last night working on it.
Everybody over there thought, oh, well, it didn't go green.
People are assuming. We are having difficulties with that light right now. We had repair people here all night. We had people here all night working on it.
You just tell the fishing fleet that it just assume.
We have contact by them by radio. We have contact. Yeah, no, we contact them by radio during departures of every sailing. Now, if we had had communications from the captain of the other ferry that there was a delay, we would know. Just like we have communications with all the vessels transiting here.
So you weren't aware that there was traffic?
We had no idea. I was the first one to see it when I got up to here. But I don't leave there until we depart. I walked up this deck, up these stairs, and then heard your guys' honking of your horns.
Well, you left the green light traffic light on there, and then you had the red one on for the light.
I can't fix that. We've had guys here all last night.
So we got human error and malfunctioning and a schedule that
got a malfunction that's been worked on for it had 12 hours of repair last night. Still is not up and running properly. And if this would have all been solved,
I've already blown my first appointment away.
Hornby had phoned us and said, we have passengers that are late. We have always delayed our sailing to accommodate.
You got a woman on here that's going for a colonoscopy. Now she doesn't know she's going to get it.
You should let know the captain. Talk to the crew on the other side too.
What's that?